My beloved child, there are moments in life when everything seems ordinary. The days pass one after another. The routine feels familiar. The progress feels slow. And it becomes easy to believe that nothing is changing. Yet some of the most important transformations begin quietly. Beneath the surface. Beyond what the eyes can see. Beyond what the mind can immediately understand. Today, I want you to pause for a moment and consider a simple possibility. What if your current season is preparing you for something greater than you realize? Many people become discouraged because they judge their future by their present circumstances. They look at today's struggles and assume tomorrow will be the same. They look at temporary setbacks and assume permanent defeat. They look at closed doors and forget that new doors can still open. But life has a way of surprising those who continue moving forward. My beloved child, imagine hearing these words. Do not allow your current situation to define your expectations for the future. There is wisdom in that reminder. History is filled with people who faced challenges before experiencing breakthroughs. People who endured uncertainty before finding clarity. People who continued believing in possibilities when evidence seemed limited. Growth often happens before results become visible. Preparation often happens before opportunities arrive. And perseverance often comes before progress can be clearly seen. My beloved child, there may have been moments when you questioned whether your efforts mattered. Moments when you wondered if anyone noticed your hard work. Moments when you felt tempted to stop trying. Those feelings are understandable. Yet many worthwhile achievements require patience. A tree does not grow overnight. A foundation is not built in a single day. Meaningful change often develops gradually before it becomes obvious. That is why consistency matters. Every lesson you learn. Every skill you develop. Every challenge you overcome. These experiences are shaping you in ways that may not be fully visible yet. And that shaping process has value. Imagine hearing this message. The person you are becoming is just as important as the opportunities you hope to receive. Think carefully about that. Many people focus only on outcomes. They focus only on rewards. But character, wisdom, resilience, and integrity are qualities that remain valuable regardless of circumstances. They help people navigate success wisely. They help people remain steady during difficulty. And they help create opportunities that might not otherwise exist. My beloved child, there are seasons when life feels uncertain. During those seasons, it can be tempting to focus entirely on what is missing. Yet gratitude has a way of changing perspective. Gratitude helps us recognize what is already present. The lessons learned. The relationships valued. The strengths developed. The opportunities available right now. When people focus only on what they lack, they often overlook what they already possess. And sometimes those existing strengths become the foundation for future growth. Imagine hearing these words. Keep preparing yourself, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. There is tremendous power in that advice. Preparation is rarely wasted. Learning is rarely wasted. Growth is rarely wasted. Even when immediate results are not visible, the effort often contributes to future opportunities. My beloved child, whatever challenges you are facing today, remember this. Today's circumstances do not have the final word on your future. You can continue learning. You can continue improving. You can continue building. You can continue choosing hope over discouragement. And each of those choices matters. As this message comes to a close, carry this reminder with you. Your story is still unfolding. There are still lessons to learn. Still opportunities to discover. Still meaningful moments waiting ahead. Walk forward with wisdom. Walk forward with gratitude. Walk forward with courage. And trust that growth, preparation, and perseverance can lead to possibilities far greater than you may currently see. The future is not fully written. And that means there is still room for remarkable things to happen. My beloved child, there is something important you must understand. The seasons that test you are often the same seasons that prepare you. Many people see delay and immediately assume denial. They see obstacles and immediately assume failure. They experience difficulty and immediately assume they are moving in the wrong direction. But that is not always true. Sometimes the strongest trees grow through the harshest storms. Sometimes the deepest wisdom is gained during the most challenging chapters. And sometimes the preparation is so important that it must happen before the opportunity arrives. My beloved child, think about how often life has surprised you. There were moments you believed something would never work out. Moments when a closed door felt permanent. Moments when disappointment seemed impossible to overcome. Yet time revealed a different story. New opportunities appeared. New lessons emerged. New paths opened that you could not have predicted. This is why perspective matters. What looks like an ending today may become a beginning tomorrow. What feels like a setback today may become a lesson that strengthens you for future success. Imagine hearing these words. Do not judge the entire journey by a single chapter. How many people give up because they mistake a temporary situation for a permanent reality? How many dreams are abandoned because progress takes longer than expected? Patience is difficult. Yet patience often protects people from making decisions they would later regret. My beloved child, there is a reason growth takes time. Character takes time to develop. Wisdom takes time to develop. Trust takes time to develop. And the qualities that last are usually built gradually, not instantly. That is why it is important to remain committed to learning and improving even when immediate results are not visible. Every day you choose discipline over excuses, you are growing. Every day you choose kindness over bitterness, you are growing. Every day you choose hope over discouragement, you are growing. Those choices may seem small. But over time they create significant change. Imagine hearing these words. The breakthrough often begins long before it becomes visible. There is great truth in that. A builder prepares the foundation before anyone sees the finished structure. A gardener plants seeds long before the harvest arrives. And people often develop strengths long before opportunities appear that require those strengths. Preparation is not wasted time. Preparation is part of progress. My beloved child, there may be areas of your life where you are waiting for clarity, waiting for improvement, waiting for an opportunity, waiting for a new beginning. While you wait, continue preparing. Continue learning. Continue growing. Continue becoming the kind of person who can make the most of future opportunities. Because opportunities are valuable. But being prepared for them is equally important. The people who create lasting success are often those who continued improving themselves before success became visible. As you move forward, remember this. You are not defined by your current challenge. You are not limited by your current circumstances. You are not confined to your current chapter. There is still growth ahead. Still learning ahead. Still opportunity ahead. And every step you take today is helping shape the person who will meet those opportunities when they arrive. So keep moving forward, my beloved child. Keep building. Keep learning. Keep believing that meaningful progress is possible. Because sometimes the most important changes are already happening, even when they cannot yet be fully seen. My beloved child, there comes a moment in every journey when you must make a decision. A decision between fear and faith. A decision between staying where you are comfortable and stepping toward growth. A decision between allowing your circumstances to define you or allowing your purpose to guide you. Many people reach this moment and hesitate. Not because they lack ability. Not because they lack potential. But because the unknown can feel intimidating. The future cannot always be predicted. The next chapter cannot always be seen clearly. And yet, life continues to move forward. My beloved child, imagine hearing these words. Courage is not the absence of uncertainty. Courage is moving forward despite uncertainty. Think about that. Some of the most successful people in history did not have all the answers when they began. They did not have perfect conditions. They did not have complete certainty. What they had was a willingness to take the next step. And often, that next step made all the difference. There may be areas of your life where you feel stuck. Areas where progress seems slower than you hoped. Areas where you are tempted to believe that nothing is changing. But growth is not always visible. A seed grows beneath the soil before it appears above the ground. A foundation is strengthened before a building rises. And people often develop wisdom long before they realize how valuable that wisdom will become. That is why it is important not to underestimate what is happening during quiet seasons. The quiet seasons matter. The learning seasons matter. The preparation seasons matter. My beloved child, there is a reason that perseverance is such a valuable quality. Anyone can continue when everything feels easy. Anyone can continue when results arrive immediately. But true perseverance is revealed when progress feels slow. When challenges appear. When the outcome remains uncertain. And yet you continue anyway. Imagine hearing these words. Your persistence today may create opportunities you cannot yet imagine. How powerful that truth is. Many opportunities are built one small decision at a time. One lesson learned. One skill developed. One challenge overcome. The future is often shaped by choices that seem ordinary in the present moment. That is why consistency matters so much. Small actions repeated over time create significant results. My beloved child, there may be voices around you that focus only on limitations. Voices that tell you what cannot be done. Voices that focus on obstacles instead of possibilities. Listen carefully to those voices, but do not allow them to determine your future. Challenges are real. Obstacles are real. But possibilities are real too. And history is filled with examples of people who achieved meaningful things despite difficult circumstances. Imagine hearing these words. Do not spend so much time looking at closed doors that you fail to notice the doors that are opening. That reminder can change perspective. Because opportunity does not always arrive in the form people expect. Sometimes it arrives as a lesson. Sometimes it arrives as a challenge. Sometimes it arrives as a chance to develop qualities that will become valuable later. The key is remaining open to growth. Remaining open to learning. Remaining open to possibilities. My beloved child, wherever you are today, remember this. Your current chapter is not your entire story. There are still pages left to write. Still lessons left to learn. Still opportunities left to discover. Continue moving forward with wisdom. Continue moving forward with patience. Continue moving forward with hope. Because the future often reveals possibilities that were impossible to see from the place where the journey began. My beloved child, as you continue on this journey, there is something I want you to remember. Not every blessing arrives with an announcement. Not every opportunity arrives with certainty. And not every life-changing moment looks significant when it first appears. Many people miss important opportunities because they are expecting something dramatic. They expect a perfect sign. A perfect moment. A perfect set of circumstances. But life often works differently. Sometimes the opportunities that shape your future arrive quietly. A new idea. A new connection. A new lesson. A new perspective. Small things can create large changes when they are given time to grow. My beloved child, imagine hearing these words. Do not overlook the value of small beginnings. There is tremendous wisdom in that reminder. Every great achievement begins with a first step. Every meaningful relationship begins with a conversation. Every skill begins with practice. Every success begins with effort. The beginning may seem small. But small beginnings often lead to remarkable outcomes. There may be moments when you feel frustrated by how long progress takes. Moments when you compare your journey to someone else's. Moments when you wonder whether your efforts are truly making a difference. Those feelings are understandable. But comparison rarely tells the whole story. You do not see every challenge another person has faced. You do not see every lesson they needed to learn. And they do not see yours. Your journey is your own. Your growth is your own. Your opportunities are your own. Imagine hearing these words. Focus more on your progress than on someone else's path. What a freeing perspective that can be. Because growth is not a competition. Growth is a process. A process of learning. A process of improving. A process of becoming. And that process deserves patience. My beloved child, there is another truth that many people overlook. Sometimes the very challenges you wish would disappear are preparing you for opportunities you cannot yet see. Difficult experiences can teach resilience. Setbacks can teach wisdom. Obstacles can teach creativity and determination. That does not mean challenges are easy. But it does mean they can have value. The lessons learned during difficult seasons often become strengths during future seasons. Imagine hearing these words. Do not waste your challenges. Learn from them. There is power in that idea. Every experience has the potential to teach something. Every chapter has something to contribute. Every season has lessons that can help you grow. When you approach life with that mindset, even difficulties can become opportunities for development. My beloved child, continue investing in yourself. Continue learning. Continue practicing. Continue improving. Continue becoming the kind of person who is ready when opportunity appears. Because preparation matters. Character matters. Wisdom matters. And these qualities often become more valuable than any external reward. As you move forward, remember this. You do not need to have every answer today. You do not need to know every detail of the future. You do not need perfect certainty before taking the next step. You simply need the willingness to keep moving forward. One lesson at a time. One decision at a time. One day at a time. And with each step, you are building something meaningful. Something stronger. Something wiser. Something that will help you make the most of the opportunities waiting ahead. Keep going, my beloved child. Your story is still unfolding. And some of the most meaningful chapters may be closer than you think. My beloved child, by now you may be beginning to understand why this season of your life has felt so different. The challenges were not random. The lessons were not meaningless. The delays were not necessarily signs that nothing was happening. Often, the most important work takes place where it cannot immediately be seen. Just as roots grow beneath the ground before a tree rises toward the sky, growth often happens beneath the surface before it becomes visible in your life. That is why you must not become discouraged. You may not see every result today. You may not understand every reason today. But that does not mean progress is absent. My beloved child, there is something powerful about staying committed when the outcome is uncertain. Anyone can remain hopeful when everything is going well. Anyone can remain confident when success appears guaranteed. But perseverance reveals itself during the seasons when faith, patience, and determination are required. Those are the seasons that shape character. Those are the seasons that develop strength. Those are the seasons that prepare people for greater responsibility and opportunity. Imagine hearing these words. The person who continues growing during difficult times is preparing for possibilities beyond what they currently see. There is great truth in that. Growth is never wasted. Learning is never wasted. Effort is never wasted. Even when immediate results are not visible, each lesson adds value to your future. My beloved child, perhaps there were moments when you felt overlooked. Moments when you wondered whether your efforts mattered. Moments when you questioned whether your goals were still worth pursuing. If those moments existed, know that they are part of many people's journeys. Yet those who continue moving forward often discover something remarkable. The very experiences that tested them become the experiences that strengthen them. The very obstacles that challenge them become the sources of wisdom they later depend upon. The very delays they once resented become opportunities for preparation. Imagine hearing these words. Do not confuse preparation with lack of progress. How many people give up because they cannot yet see the results of their efforts? How many opportunities are missed because someone stops one step too soon? Patience can be difficult. Yet patience often allows important growth to take place. My beloved child, continue focusing on what you can control. Continue learning. Continue improving. Continue treating others with kindness and respect. Continue building habits that support your goals. These actions may seem small on individual days. But over time, they create meaningful change. Small choices repeated consistently often produce significant outcomes. That is one of life's most powerful principles. As you look ahead, remember that the future is not determined solely by circumstances. It is influenced by decisions. Influenced by preparation. Influenced by character. Influenced by the willingness to keep moving forward even when the destination is not fully visible. And that willingness already exists within you. The journey has taught you lessons. The challenges have taught you lessons. The waiting has taught you lessons. Now those lessons are becoming part of your foundation. A foundation built on wisdom. A foundation built on resilience. A foundation built on growth. And foundations like that can support remarkable things. So walk forward with confidence, my beloved child. Walk forward knowing that every lesson has value. Walk forward knowing that growth is taking place. Walk forward knowing that your story is still being written. Because what matters most is not simply where you are today. What matters most is the person you are becoming with every step you take. My beloved child, as this message comes to its conclusion, there is one final truth I want you to carry with you. You have come farther than you realize. There were days when you doubted yourself. Days when you questioned the path you were on. Days when the weight of uncertainty felt heavier than your hope. Yet you kept moving forward. You kept learning. You kept growing. And because of that, you are not the same person you were when this journey began. Every challenge taught you something. Every setback revealed a lesson. Every delay developed patience. Every obstacle strengthened your character. Nothing was wasted. Even the moments that seemed confusing at the time contributed to the person you are becoming today. My beloved child, imagine hearing these words. Your greatest breakthrough may not be something that happens to you. It may be the person you have become along the way. Think about that. The wisdom you have gained. The strength you have developed. The resilience you have built. These are treasures that remain with you no matter what circumstances change around you. And they will continue serving you in the days ahead. As you look back, do not focus only on what was difficult. Also remember what you overcame. Remember the lessons you learned. Remember the progress you made. Remember the moments when you found the courage to continue even when the path was unclear. Those moments matter. They are evidence of growth. They are evidence of perseverance. They are evidence that you are stronger than many of the challenges you once feared. My beloved child, the future is not something to fear. The future is something to prepare for with hope. There will be new opportunities, new lessons, new friendships, new experiences, and new chances to use everything you have learned. Some doors will open. Some plans will change. Some surprises will arrive in ways you never expected. That is part of life. But you no longer need to face the future wondering whether you are capable. You have already proven that you can learn, adapt, and continue growing. Imagine hearing these final words. Walk forward with confidence. The lessons of yesterday have prepared you for the opportunities of tomorrow. There is peace in that reminder. Because it means you do not need every answer right now. You do not need to know every detail of what lies ahead. You only need the courage to take the next step. And then the next. And then the next. One day at a time. One lesson at a time. One opportunity at a time. My beloved child, carry gratitude for how far you have come. Carry hope for what still lies ahead. Carry wisdom from every lesson life has taught you. And carry confidence in the knowledge that growth is still happening. The story does not end with uncertainty. It ends with possibility. It ends with strength. It ends with hope. And it ends with the reminder that some of the most meaningful chapters of your life may still be waiting to be written. So lift your head high. Continue learning. Continue growing. Continue believing in the value of perseverance, wisdom, and kindness. Because your journey is not defined by your challenges. It is defined by how you rise through them. And as you step into the future, may your heart be filled with peace, your mind with clarity, and your life with purpose. The road ahead is open. The lessons have been learned. The foundation has been built. And the best of what you can become is still unfolding.